Okay.
There's
Hello, stream.
one wolf. All wolves are sentient.
Today we have decided to retire the game with Pathfinder that we were playing. It just seemed like too derailed. We had characters that didn't really fit the original concept of running the village, etc. And we just thought we'd want to switch gears since we have different players, different casts now. So that way we're more on a streamlined path with a game that we're all kind of involved with. So we're going to be playing Dungeon World RPG, as you'll see from the stream title and the game on Twitch and YouTube. So the Dungeon World is a 2d6 system. You'll see how it plays out when we play. We're finishing our character creation by selecting bonds between the characters. We'll go onto the camera in a few minutes when we're ready. Thank you.
So Matt, what's your character's first name?
Conrad.
Conrad. Respect Conrad, the beliefs of Conrad, but hope they change their ways.
You wouldn't be like spelled for like prey needs to be protected.
Mages are notoriously squishy.
Exactly.
At least I got 2 bodyguards.
Who said I was your bodyguard? I just said you smelled like prey.
And therefore I must be protected.
That's true.
You must be protected by him. I'm a druid. Nature runs its course. Natural selection.
Colin, what's your character's first name?
What?
What's your character's first name?
L.
L. E-L?
Just L.
You know, that means your bond will
Basically,
never be you experience if you just leave me alone.
It's a small civilization because most people are killed.
Oh, so they only... Okay.
Okay.
Only
I don't leave you
there's
alone
names, but some
necessarily,
people who are known.
The
for
last one
placing
is
letters.
Blink is a brave soul, and I have much to learn from them. Oh, I should say that this game kind of assumes you guys have been together for a little bit.
Oh.
As far as for our story goes, you've been through some preliminary rounds of selection for the hero process, and so you kind of have met each other through being through some challenges. Just a quick imagine like a quick dungeon, a little bit of that, like these are some tests things, and you're in the last round of tests to see if you're heroes or not.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I'll explain everything.
My
when we get
bond
started.
option
I think 2
wasn't really
is a
there,
good
but I
start.
don't think I really like Matt
Okay.
Because they're gonna
because he
get...
was raised in
just
the
do
sort
the
of
same?
technology.
Yeah, I'm just going to do those
place.
2 for Conrad and L.
But that's
Okay.
My
They, I
backstory
respect
is
their
that
beliefs, but
I
wish
really
they would
don't
change.
like technology because
Who's
they invaded my
Who?
a lot of
Conrad and
we
who?
were a place where they
And
were
Colin's
tech.
character.
Colin doesn't
got
have any
invaded
religious
by-
beliefs.
I
Actually,
what
I do.
my civilization
You
has
do?
guns.
Yes,
Oh,
there was
wow.
a wolf who was on the side of the people.
It's actually
but
very
changed-
similar to mine.
Changed from the wolves, because all wolves are sentient on this planet,
Okay.
and he changed to the sides of the human.
All right.
So we worship him.
Ranger.
Saved us.
Fill in the name of your companions with at least one. I have guided blank before, and they owe me for it.
Oh, man.
Blank is a friend of nature, so I will be their friend as well.
That does fit my character.
That fits my character.
The
Perfect.
druid, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the second one for the. Let me just write this down real quick.
My name's
Oh, here's a good one for Matt, since he comes from a technocracy.
Yeah.
Blank has no respect for nature, and I have no respect for them.
that's exactly kind of what I was like with him, like, but
Blink does not understand life in the wild, so I will teach them.
Okay.
So I've guided who before? Are you gonna pick one for every player?
Yes, I'm not. Okay, him.
So I've guided Blink before,
What's his name?
and they owe me for it. You can write their player name if you want to for now and fix it
I'm gonna
later.
write character name, so.
What's Alan's name, guys?
He's just look at his.
Well, everyone else has it written down somewhere.
Ichabod.
Ichabod.
I'll call him Egg.
Iggy.
Iggy, I have guided Iggy before, and they owe me for it.
Iggy, Iggy, you're so icky. Icky, Vicky.
Aiden's character's name?
Sealkin.
Silken?
Yeah.
I am doing so much. It's like a
Silken
real
is a friend of
baby.
nature, so I will be their friend as well.
How do you spell that?
S-A.
Your bl-
Oh.
your parachute's showing.
Oh, two dots on top.
Oh, that's fine.
L-K-E-N.
Is a friend of nature. Those,
Simulators or tech
I mean, so
simulators.
he's in front of me. Next.
Matt's right.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, one of your abilities later on is so badass. Blot out the sun. You just shoot a shit ton of arrows.
Oh God.
You basically just expend extra ammo and do that many shots that turn.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway,
Wait, you can do as many as I want.
Like
yeah,
a
it says when you
project.
volley, which is a ranged attack. When you volley, you may spend an extra ammo before rolling. For each point of ammo you spend, you may choose an extra target. Roll once and apply damage to all targets.
That's really good.
Okay, I've got it before. I was a friend of nature. Blink has no respect for nature, and I have no respect for them.
Matt, what's your name?
You can write down no respect.
Conrad.
Like you don't need to write it all down. You know what I mean? Like no respect nature.
Me and
As
him
long as you understand what needs to be resolved for your
Can I go
bond.
back to
That's
my
not
bonds? I
on
just didn't know
paper,
the whole
so-
backstory of it yet. Yeah, I didn't know that we already knew each other.
You know each other slightly, like you've met in the last 2 days.
Yeah, most of mine are sort of like.
Blink does
very-
not understand life in the wild, so I will teach it to them.
Wait, what is his name?
Conrad.
Sorry, I didn't hear you the first time you said it.
It's gonna take a lot of airpaper airplanes for a good battle in space.
in paper airplanes.
And then throw him out the window.
And last one? Oh, I need to teach him the ways of nature. What's your name?
Drode.
Okay.
D-R-O-D.
Everyone has Drode on their list, I think, except for
He's easily bondable. Maybe
Yeah.
he's gonna be the guy. Usually the wizards are the guider of the party. Like later you have the know-it-all ability, which was when anyone asks you for advice, you give them advice, they get a bonus. As long as they follow your advice. But if you give them shitty advice, even if they get a bonus, it would be pretty funny to watch. Alright, let's see here, Drode. Fill in the name of one of your companions with at least one for your bonds. Blink will play an important role in the events to come, for I have foreseen it. So you've seen a prophecy about somebody. Blink is keeping an important secret from me. Blink is woefully misinformed about the world, and I will teach them all that I can.
Yeah. That makes sense for me.
I feel like that was just...
No, I just thought it'd be funny. He's trying to teach you. He's like, you don't know shit about the wild. You're like, you don't know shit about society.
Yes! Yes! I want to do that.
Well, there you go. So your first one will be, Blink is misinformed about the world. I will teach them all I can.
Okay.
However you want to
what are
summarize that.
Just L.
L. L is...
And it isn't just because I didn't want to think of a name.
Oh
was
my
actually
God,
had a
That's
good
fine,
name.
I like it.
Death Note.
I'm like, finally, a fucking name people can write down. Okay. Blink will play an important role in the events to come. I've foreseen it. Blink is keeping an important secret from me.
I want him to be the guy that's keeping an important secret from me.
Okay.
His is, what was his name again?
Iggy, or Igavad.
Iggy.
Big...
This character's gonna get so mad if we start killing him, maybe.
me and you are both gonna be like, you're weak, and then you're gonna be like, you know nothing about the wild, and he's just gonna like.
Don't worry. Look, Tyler, here's every spell in the game. First level, third level, fifth level, seventh level, ninth level. The reason they're split only on odds is because when you're preparing, it costs as many as the level of the spell. So,
Alright.
like second level spells are third level spells, and they cost 3.
Okay.
That makes it simpler that way while balancing it differently.
Did you already tell him the basics? Like this is a 2d6.
You get 3 first level spells, and you know
Yeah.
all the cantrips. You might want to clear space for your spellbook somewhere.
A
Your
druid
cantrips are light, unseen servant, and prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Light.
Hey, wait, druids don't get spells. That's weird.
Do this shape
And-
changing and
Oh.
Yep, you're not a spellcaster.
Yeah, it's just I thought it.
Yep, it's not like D&D.
Yeah.
Okay,
Definitely D&D.
so first level. Here are the
Oh, God.
options. You may choose 3.
Oh,
Contact
I got
spirits,
coke on me.
detect magic, telepathy, charm person, invisibility, magic missile, and alarm.
I'll pick Alarm, Magic Missile,
Contact spirits, detect magic, telepathy, charm person, invisibility,
So
magic
stupid.
missile, and alarm. You chose to be an elf, right?
no, human.
Ah, yeah. That's why I was confused. Because elves get detect magic as a cantrip. Humans get one cleric spell. So,
I'll also probably go with Detect Magic because that would be a good thing to have.
yep.
Mm.
I'm gonna go back to the cleric spells. Okay. Cleric spells. Your rotes, which are your cantrips, are light, sanctify, and guidance. Sanctify, food or water you hold in your hands while you cast spells, consecrated to your deity. In addition, to being holy or unholy, the affected substance is purified.
So essentially bless.
It's remove poison, but also makes it holy. And then guidance. Symbol of your deity appears before you and gestures towards the direction or course of action your deity would have you take, then disappears. It's like ask your deity a question, basically. That makes sense?
Guidance, okay.
And then light is light. Okay, first level spells, third level and fifth level. Now remember, you can not prepare. What's it called for you?
And pray for him.
Commune. You can commune, prepare your spells or whatever. So you're on level +1, so you get 2 first level spells to commune whenever you commune. You know all your spells in your spell list. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you prepare, let me just flip this over to you. So which ones do you want to prepare to start the game with? Bless, Cure Light Wounds, Detect Alignment, Cause Fear, Magic Weapon, Sanctuary, Speak of Dead, or you can do one level 2. Oh wait, there's no level 2s. So, 2 level
Light.
1s. Cure Light, and Bless, Detect Alignment, Cause Fear, Magic Weapon, Sanctuary, Speak of Dead.
And
Sanctuary.
Alright.
That's the same as the D&D Sanctuary.
Cast a spell, you walk the perimeter of the area, consecrating it to your deity. As long as you stay within that area, you are alerted whenever someone acts with malice within the sanctuary, including entering with harmful intent. Anyone who receives healing within the sanctuary gets +1 d4 HP.
So it's a camping spell, pretty much.
So it's not the same as normal sanctuary. It doesn't stop you from attacking, it just alerts you that they're doing it. It's more of a ward of like knowing it. Okay? You need to look at your spells, or you need to look at your spells. I can hand this over at any time. I also think there's a Dungeon World wiki that you can look up. Alright, Wi-Fi. Alright. That should be everything. Let me tell you how to get your modifiers for your core abilities, guys, and then we can play. And then Angie's going to show up, and I'm going to tell her. Figure out your modifiers. A score between 6 and 8 is a -1. A 9 through 12 is a 0. A 13 through 15 is 1. A 16 through 17 is 2. And an 18 is 3.
So,
I was trying to find
Yeah,
so
9 through 12 is 0.
9 through 12 is 0.
13 through 15 is 1. So think of it this way. 9 is 0, and it goes up by odds.
8 is -1.
Yeah, 8
Yes.
is -1.
Those two.
13 through 15 is 1. 16 through 17 is 2. 18 is 3.
But no one has an 18.
15 through 17 is +2.
No, 15 through...
13 through 15 is
is a
plus
1.
1.
Okay.
16 through 17 is a +2. 9 through 12 is a 0. 8 is a -1. You should all have one -1 somewhere.
Yeah. And 2 zeros. Because we have 9 and 12.
So 9 is the average human being.
I suppose. More like a 10 would be.
Yeah.
Or an 11. Alright. Everything in this game is rolled by d6 except for your damage die, which is according to your class, which is d6 for most of you guys, actually.
Oh, you.
So 6 plus con. So by every level up, we go up by 6 plus con? Or do we roll for it?
Don't worry about level out until we get there.
Okay.
I'm curious about spells. Do I have like a limited amount of
Oh,
times I can
okay.
cast a spell, or
No, not until you cast a spell, fail to do it perfectly, and then choose to forget the spell until you prepare. That is one of the options. Otherwise, you can continue to cast spells. As long as you crit success your intelligence roll, you can continue to cast spells infinitely.
That's cool.
Yeah, in practice though, you're going to start forgetting your spells or attracting a lot of attention, which is one of the other options you can choose instead of forgetting the spell. Alright guys, hold on.
Make money, make money. Take money, take money.
There are basic moves in the game. For example, a hack and slash is whenever you attack. Whenever you try to do like a knowledge check, you do what's called spouting lore. Do not worry about the rules of this game, for this is not like Dungeons and Dragons. You are not attempting to roll skill rolls. You are just role-playing, and I tell you what you have to roll in certain situations. Yes.
Do we want to turn on the camera now?
We will turn on the camera in just a moment. We are going to clean up all this.
Okay.
You can keep it on hand, but snack time is done.
Hold it up. That's empty. So hold this up.
There's a big ship.
Do you have a paper clip? Or something? Or the bag? I'll take your pocket. Maybe put it up.
I don't have a pocket I can put it in, but I can just,
Put it under there.
yeah.
We'll keep all these ships down here for now. We have to design a lot more. Alright, so.
Extra D&D case.
We will now turn on the camera. And the camera's not working.
We will now turn on the camera. Oh wait.
We'll not turn it in camera.
that's gonna be a problem.
I said turn the camera back off and on with the settings.
Oh, it's back.
And then put the chat in the front again. There we go. Alright. Hello chat. Welcome everybody to our first session of Dungeon World. The game, I'm going to explain the world, then I'm going to explain the setting you're in, what has recently just happened, and then you're going to explain your characters. The world we're in is one of fantasy and technology. Some worlds are in the Stone Age and some are beyond the stars. Some use magic to traverse the stars while others use the works of men. People refer to the world you live in as the galaxy because this is the only galaxy that you guys know you can reach. There are other worlds which are just known as the beyond. Those who have tried planar travel don't succeed and have never returned, at least. Maybe it's a paradise they go to. No one knows why. Some say that the gods do not desire them to reach past the fold. The world is an interstellar one with many planets and many peoples. The gods have placed different races on different planets, and it is said that each major system has a god, a patron god. And so each system is named after its god. The center worlds are called the God's Hold, or the God's Hold is the center worlds are a set of like 3 systems that revolve around each other, or well, there's the center of the galaxy, the big plasma ball. But the idea here is that these are some closed systems, the core worlds, whatever you want to call them. There's a place there called the God's Hold, which is supposed to be like the feast hall of the gods, and all the gods are supposedly neutral there. And these worlds are built with huge fortresses, despite not being the first planets settled by intelligent life. There's where the hero's feast takes place. Wormholes that usually make it too dangerous to travel there close every 1,000,000 years, or sorry, 1,000 years. Let's do that. 1,000 years. And every 1,000 years, it is said that the gods hold a feast. Now, there are 2 sets of gods. They say there's the gods that control the systems of light and the gods that control the systems of darkness. Those who are the gatekeepers of wormholes. The dark gods, if you will. The gods of light choose heroes every 1,000 years to represent them in the feast. And the gods of darkness, or the gods that control wormholes over stars, will open their wormholes and bring forth from other planes dungeons. It is the hero's task to seek these dungeons out, whether they be technological marvels like space stations or strange magical castles on planets. The dungeons arrive sporadically and without warning, and it is your job to find the dungeon key at the end of each dungeon. Bringing these dungeon keys will each give it's like a ticket or entry to the God's Feast. And you will be given one thing by the gods, even godhood. Immortality, unlimited riches, whatever you desire. And that's why everyone wants to be chosen as a hero, but you have to be chosen. And so you are on a planet called Theron 1. Theron 1 is one of many Therons. But Theron 1 is just one of the selection planets where people go to be tested. And clerics, not true clerics, I should explain, the Dungeon World has this aspect where the players are considered to be exceptional. There are nobody out there like you. This whole hero test separates the NPCs from the players, literally. You're literally being tested to see if you're players. Does that make sense? And on Theron 1, the clerics, or should I just say priests, and clergymen of the gods are testing you through these ancient trials. You guys were put in an ancient trial together with a couple hundred others, and you've just gotten out of it. It included a long dungeon with magic and technology, turrets of strange, like, golems, and then in the next room, mechs. Can't really tell. There's magic and technology everywhere. It's a very strange experience. Imagine going through an ancient keep and then finding a mech there with missile pods. It's very strange. You guys come from all different worlds with different technological advancements. No. You might have, for example, let's say it says on your sheet, a staff. It could be a staff of like vibron metal or something. It's just to be understood that they're all steel or wood equivalent, so you can reflavor if you want. Okay? There are going to be like magic items or technological items, which are just magic items, but reflavored. Those actually give benefits. So I'm saying if you have a technologically advanced getup right now, it doesn't give you any benefit. Okay? It just gives you the benefit that the game gives you. Dungeon World's not meant to be played in this weird kind of setting, but I thought it'd be kind of fun. Also, as a house rule, this is not a Dungeon World's rule, we're going to be playing with what I like to call Fate. This is ripped off of the Star Wars Fantasy Flight system. how that works in Star Wars Fantasy Flight is you roll off against me. So every player at the table rolls off against the DM once, and the higher roll gets a token, a dark token for me or a light token for you. You can use that with the consensus of the rest of the table to re-roll a roll, or I can use the dark tokens to force re-rolls as I wish. Every time a re-roll is forced, either way, every time you use a light token, it becomes a dark token. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Every time you use a dark token, it becomes a light token, meaning you gain re-rolls when I force you to fail. I think this will be fun. So, as I said, you just finished your first trials. And I actually usually don't roll, I don't think, as the DM. But I will get out dice just in case.
So we'll be rolling 2d6
2d6 are for most rolls, yes.
to roll. I mean,
Yeah, why not?
just to get into the style of the game.
Yep. Okay. Alan, we're going to do this. During our first fate roll off of the game, I'll explain the setting you're in, by the way. You guys are all in a space shuttle coming from the Maze, which was a giant space station made of castles mixed with technology. It used to be some kind of asteroid with a castle on it that they built a bunch of technology onto. You're coming back from the Maze, which is one of the tasks to be named a hero, and you're going to go and do some preliminary scaling and testing on the planet of Theon 1. So you're in an escape shuttle cruising down. It's not an escape shuttle, it's just a normal shuttlecraft. So you're shuttling down from the planet, and you guys are all in the same shuttle together. There's two others, Marissa and a guy named Gray. You met them briefly during something, but you don't know who they are. They look really amazed at you guys, because apparently you guys did some really cool stuff in the dungeon, and these guys have never seen anything like it. They're just absolutely amazed at what you guys did. They're surprised they survived. It was pretty easy for you guys to get through it. Okay, sitting in seat number 1 of the shuttle. Roll off with me and then explain and then introduce your character's attributes.
The sci-fi channel, the way this is all looking.
Yep.
Yeah, we're all people in medieval outfits and we're on a space shuttle.
What was said is it doesn't have to be a medieval outfit. For example, strange
I
robes could be some weird holographic. Okay, so
Yeah.
you have the basic descriptions of looks. You can elaborate on them like you would if you were doing a D&D character with basic equipment and giving an explanation. So, in the light of our channel, as well as how I described it, I'm going to roll off with you, give your introduction of Ichabod.
2d6?
Yep. 7.
8.
1 light.
My character is Ichabod Herond. Goes by Ike. He comes from a ice world. I haven't determined a name yet. He's human. He has fiery
I will get
eyes,
some
like they
tokens
seem to whatever they're staring off into the distance. They seem to smolder. He's bald. Wears a worn holy symbol around his neck. It's a fish. And he's
Yeah, grab them. Grab those little sacks there. But then, sorry, Alan, I'm really sorry. Can you please repeat what you were saying?
gives me a second to think about it.
So you said something about fish. Can you just
Yeah,
return
no,
to the beginning? I'm
okay.
sorry.
Ichabod Herond goes by Ike. Human paladin. Fiery eyes seem to smolder whatever he's looking at, but always a look of determination behind him. Bald, worn holy symbol. It's a fish, but it looks very old. It also seems to kind of gleam of deep blue. He is rather bulky, and his scale armor is has fur trimmings around the neck and waist. Too bulky. Pray for guidance. Armor clumsy. Alignment lawful. I show no mercy to criminals and non-believers, because on my world there are only the holdfasts, which have The original, like, actual holdfast is repurposed starship engines used for heat. Because once night comes around, you don't have any heat. Whole place will freeze to death instantly. There's only one
Winter's
thing.
coming.
Yes, winter is always coming.
House star.
There is only one thing to eat in this planet, and why these holdfast land in their place. These lakes, they have these gigantic fish in them that can feed. One fish can feed like 10 people. It's called the godfish, or the fish of God, basically. And that's all these people eat. But also, if you live a devout life, and one day when you pass or killed accidentally, however you die, because there's not enough nutrients, there are no plants, there are no other animal life. Sunlight, people don't get a whole lot of sunlight because they wear such layers. Cannibalism is not only a common practice, but thought of as a devout and great, that is what you attain for, that your flesh may be rend for, and thus feed the populace and be. Yeah.
When you were talking about this earlier, you didn't explain what's the techno level of your planet.
Oh, very.
Archaic,
Archaic. The priests keep the heaters of any holdfast running for if the heater died, everybody would die. Faith is regarded as absolute, and thus the church is absolute faith, because any loss of faith.
So you use giant chimneys?
It's repurposed starships. That's how they got there. And faith is believed to be absolute. Loss of faith would be loss of, holdfasts have loss. Everybody starved to death because they weren't to have enough faith, and they could no longer have the fish of God. So they all either froze to death, ate each other alive, or were purged because their lack of faith might spread. Other gods and religions aren't necessarily viewed as evil because, even from what Jack said, it's the god of that world, But, the other things are, of course, they think theirs is better. Practice cannibalism, lawful. I'd say that's pretty much the gist of it.
I should have done misinformed for you.
Well, should we wait till Jack gets back?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because we have to roll off with them.
Oh, yes. Oh, and while my character does wear a fish around their neck, that is not their actual holy symbol. They have tallies, they have a big tally on the back of their head, and it's 5 marks and the slash cross. And they have these, he has these tattooed all over his body. Those are, every one, slash is a person he's killed for either being a criminal, non-believer, or, way she goes. He is a paladin.
He was a combat clear. He picked traveling combat for his preset for sure. Alright. Is that it? For your character?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about the crinkles. Hold on. Yeah, so I can see a lot coming from that character. It's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Aiden, roll off. 3.
12.
Another light side token, or in this case, light token.
I am. My name is Silken. I have a sort of like a wooden. I have a small wooden shield strapped around my back, and I have a wooden staff of which I'm used. My planet, I have a rugged fur hood, and I have antennas as a mark because we live in the underground in our planet.
What kind of antenna?
Sort of like ant antennas. And our planet, we sort of live underground, and we have many precious minerals, but we don't use that. Our tech is very, very low, like Stone Age. I don't really like technology as much. Our planet got invaded by people who had technology for our precious metals and minerals, and when we tried to revolt, tried to resist, they slaughtered us. So in my eyes you can see they're sort of big, they're rounded,
Is your planet desolate now, or is it a slave planet, or what's going on with the planet now?
The planet now has been mined up of all of its resources. It's been used up. it's just sort of there.
It's a sinkhole.
Yeah, there's nothing left. They completely ruined the environment. I am an elf, from what you can tell, and there was something I was gonna say before that happened. Crap, I can't remember. Okay, if I remember, I'll tell you.
Okay. Me.
Yeah.
96 That's a 8.
7. Number 6.
Okay.
Another light.
I am L of the Hunt. Wild eyes that are always looking around wildly. Wild hairstyle all over the place. Fur cape that's kind of ripped at the ends. Looks to be a dark black wolf fur, if you were knowledgeable about that kind of thing. And a very lively body, but you cannot tell if it's a female or male. Its planet is in the Bronze Age at this moment in time. But in the wolves were enslaved to the humans for a long time because they're one of the only animals there. They're sentient beings, and eventually the wolves revolted, and as they grew more powerful from the slave training, in the end the humans were enslaved. By the time my character was born, there was one wolf who was on their side, and they worshipped him as a god. It was one of the only things that kept them alive. And my character was chosen by the wolf to go and hunt down these other wolves, obviously.
So it's Planet of the Apes, but wolves?
Yes, kind of. I didn't think of that, but...
Okay. Okay. And now you're with this wolf. What is this wolf?
This wolf is not sentient. I was sent to go get help, but could never find my way back. The planet has lost orbit and is now floating. So mostly, he doesn't know that, but most likely everyone's dead. And the wolf is with him, and he has leather armor. That's wolf leathers, very scrappy but works. A dungeoneering pack, rations in a sack, fire pack. Put 2 quivers of arrows. A bow that looks to have a wolf maw, kind of like this, where the arrow comes out.
Okay.
And that's in a spear on his side.
All right.
Three.
12. It remains a dark side. Or a dark god.
I didn't have a
token.
chance to get past that one.
The black holes remain with you. What is your character? Start with your technological level.
The technological level of my planet is we are at the I would say coming to the golden age of technology, but we still live with medieval practices of magic.
So
It's
feudal society, but golden age is in industrial age.
yeah, we're getting to the industrial age of our society.
Okay. So World War One ish,
Yeah,
but
about there.
but you're more feudal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have a so just recommending it.
On my
Oh,
world,
then
they
you shouldn't.
there is a bit of a conflict whether or not
I
the
always
industrial
found
age is good, or if magic should continue to exist in my world. So that there's conflict between the two, and there's discrimination against those who wield magic, those who are advancing with technology, because magic is deemed as holding back society instead of progressing it.
What's the name of that game? There's a game. It's actually a terrible game, but it has an excellent story and covers that theme and like that time period.
We feel 3.
Yes, but it came out before, like in the late '90s.
I don't know.
It's a computer game. I forget what it's called.
Anyways,
They made 2 of them.
my eyes, often you'll see me just staring off in the distance. In my past, I had attempted to do a combining of the industrial with magic, and is often resulted in some major mistakes. So my eyes appear to have a haunted background to them as I stare off into the distance. I have a pointed hat of a it appears to be very nice. It actually has a solid metal trim to it. It has an interior inside where it's metal, so the rim of the hat doesn't lose shape if it gets bent up. I carry, and it's got a blue bird feather in it. Not a very big one. It's probably about 4 inches.
A little straight one.
Yeah.
All right.
My robes are
Arcanum.
black, but they appear to have like stars in them.
Okay.
And as I walk, the stars seem to be,
Like floating above the
they-
fabric, kind of, and
No.
twinkling, or
as I move, they stay in one position. So it's like I'm always walking
through the texture, like
Yeah.
one of those cartoons where it
And
has the
it's-
texture and they walk through it.
Yep, and it's like you can almost stare into infinity with that.
Nice. Anything else?
Besides that, I carry a staff with me that has metal tips on both ends and a good hole for the center of it. I carry several books strapped with a leather band. 3 on my left, 2 on my right, and they connect onto my belt.
The game was called Arcanum. If
Nice.
you want to look it up.
I will later.
Because nobody's done that theme. It's a very undone theme. Or underdone.
Good.
Underutilized.
Let's do Matt. 8.
8.
7.
Did you roll 5? Oh,
Oh,
5,
8.
6, 7, 8. You rolled an 8 too, so you guys gotta re-roll.
8.
5.
The Lords of Darkness win again. Well, Matt, tell us about your planet and society, and furthermore yourself.
I come from a traditionalist dwarven background. Our technological setting is Chevron 3, pushing Chevron 4, so very high technocratic.
What do you mean by Chevron?
It's the scale that rates technological levels. It
Right.
goes from 1
For
to,
those that are laymen.
okay, basically it goes from like right now we have a class 2.5 society.
Okay, just give us a technological wonder that would be at like Bronze Age is bronze.
Okay.
Our age, let's say, is the gas engine. Are we talking like Star Trek levels,
Information
Star Wars
age.
levels? What are we talking about? Yeah, we're information age. Okay, but you know what I'm saying.
Uh,
Gas engine, then
Star
then the
Wars
information
levels
age.
where we are
With warp
tapping
coils.
we're tapping energy from our own sun.
Okay. So you're solar based.
We're pushing to the lines where technology and magic are like
Right. Okay.
So
basi-
like mine, but it's working out a lot better.
yeah. And I come from a traditionalist dwarven setting or
Right. So
dwarven traditions.
Forge Star system.
Right.
Got you. Okay.
There's not really much simple or bright-eyed upstart who's pretty much looks like me.
Okay.
Short beard, carry a warhammer, and all I'm doing is sitting here with my AR window and
I can't
just
help it.
playing
When he
a
wears
little
his
game.
cap backwards and has the sunglasses on, I just imagine a saxophone in Matt's mouth.
Irony, I have one. I just need it restored.
Yeah. I need to get my insurance restored as well. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm playing some weird card game on a floating little screen. It's like,
Solitaire. Even a Chevron 4 society. My God. My gods.
Lame. Solitaire will never disappear.
Yeah.
Hybrid
You'll always be
universe.
lonely.
and
What is dead may never die.
I'm mildly
Still never die.
involved.
Game of Thrones reference right there. Okay, so he's playing cards. You guys are all smudged up from a fight with some mechs. And also a weird cave beast, which you're not sure is from space or from under a planet with caves. You're not really sure. It floated and had a bunch of tentacles, eyes on the end. That's all you know. I'm kidding. You didn't fight a beholder. But anyway, the shuttlecraft lands in the imperial city of. Your shuttlecraft lands in the not imperial city. There's no imperium here. Not 40k. In the God's Hold. Imagine a massive golden city with statues of 100,000 gods. You could walk into any exporium full of idols, and there would be many. Everything from a temple of God's fish to the history of the starvation periods built up by scavengers who have come here after they've been lifted off their planet. You have things for the history of star siphoning, the other planets. Theon 1 is a church planet basically. And then there is the Temple of Heroes with the Heroes Commission. You guys are shuttled in, you get off the spacecraft, there's a massive lobby. 30 shuttles land and 20 people exit. Thousands loaded into the same shuttles hours before.
What happened?
It appears the numbers have been dwindled quite significantly.
Their faith through prayer must have been weak.
I growl.
I talked to the wolf.
It's not a wolf, he's a person.
I'm talking to the wolf. His
Oh,
wolf.
his wolf. His wolf looks at Colin and follows him off this shuttle. What do you say to the wolf?
Eee.
It looks up at you, puts up a paw to point, does this, and then follows behind Colin.
If you'll excuse me, adventurers, I need to relieve myself.
He walks.
I'll be
the
back in a
paladin
moment.
walks off towards the latrines. Marissa and what was I say the other guy's name was?
Gray.
And Gray step off the shuttle and they look like they can barely walk. Marissa's holding up Gray and his ankle has a dangling bit underneath it. The other his foot looks bruised. She helps him hobble back in.
You know I can take care of that, right?
She goes, there are doctors here.
Okay.
You're better off letting the doctors here. They're probably more advanced than you are.
She goes, I mean, you can pray for him, but they can heal him with their medicines. Most people wouldn't believe you can miraculously heal people. That's the power of gods and magic. You have to understand, even a level 1 wizard is an exceptional wizard in the world. Heroes don't come every day. So she brings Gray over, and some doctors wheel him up onto a cart and carry him away. And then she goes over to the clerk's desk and lines up with the others. You guys are standing in the lobby.
Okay, well, we're lining up to get registered or something.
Okay. There's a woman at the desk, and she says, "Okay, put your hand on the scale, whatever." And the person first in line puts his hand on the scale,
Oh yeah.
and she has him like do some other project. She has him like look into a machine or whatever. She looks at the readings, and she looks at the weird god instrument. She goes, "Apparently, no god has chosen you." He goes, "I just risked my life for 6 hours of hell. What are you talking about?" She goes, "If that was a risk to your life, you're not ready for this challenge." You know, where he swears and like walks away.
As he walks past, I say, "You're truly not."
She goes, "Go ahead and apply at the hireling's desk." He walks out.
As
He looks like some noble of Planet Lord.
As he walks
Oh,
past, I say,
God,
"You're obviously
noble."
the hunted." As he walks past, I say, "You're obviously the hunted."
He just looks down and walks away. He goes, "I'll see you on the other end of the waiting line." And he walks past.
I start brushing myself off with precipitation, cleaning myself off from all the smudges of the previous battle. Might as well look good.
You shouldn't do that in this game. Let's see. just want to make sure.
I imagine it's the same minor trick thing.
Minor tricks of true
So
magic.
both
You can
hit
touch
that.
an item as cast. You make cosmetic changes to it. Clean it, soil it, cool it, warm it, flavor it, touch, change the color. Yep.
The room smells like bacon for some reason.
I just don't respect it.
Yeah. Me. I don't
Okay.
hate them, but I don't.
Roll an intelligent roll.
Oh, that's the
2d6 plus intelligence.
Alright, so that's +2 to a 11.
Whenever you release a spell you prepared, roll plus intent. When you got an 10 plus, the spell is successfully cast. You do not forget the spell. You may cast again later.
Cool.
All right.
Where's the line?
It whitles down to you guys. Everyone is sent away, told you can join support. You can join support. Good luck. Hopefully someone brings you along with them. And they lead them off. One other person in line is named a hero, and they are led through a set of silver doors.
I grin with sharp teeth
And
when
that
I get in line.
is where the
And,
meat factory is.
The what factory?
Meat factory. I make a joke that the pearly gates is actually where the silver gates is where they just process the people that they bring in and just eat them.
You get up to the front of the line,
And I
Colin.
grin with sharp teeth and put my hand out.
The scale weighs. She puts weights on the other side of the scale. She looks around, has you look into the device, whatever. She goes, well, it seems you are a hero and chosen by the god
Oh my god.
Colorin.
Coloring.
We'll see what yours is gonna. Of course.
You may enter the gates. She points to the silver doors.
I stroll to the gates.
Next.
I'll go next.
It looks like you were chosen by the god Tylir. You may enter the gates.
I just follow behind him. And just, oh, hi.
Hello.
Strange midget.
Okay, and
You go through the process. She says you are named by the god Matthias.
it's okay.
Matthias.
Collage, but okay. Matthias works too.
She goes, what do you mean? Who's Kalash? Is that a god of your system? She says. Unfortunately, you're chosen by a different one.
Your faith has now been swindled and changed.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
She goes, who knows? Maybe Kalash doesn't sit as high on the banquet table. Because you may enter.
I'm just walking. Playing my word search.
I love how the paladin's missing all this because he's been in the bathroom the whole time.
I
Oh wait.
don't really like touching this machine as I place my hand on the machine.
Well, you place your hand on the scale. She puts weights on the other end.
Yeah.
Checks her eyes with the machine. Says, yes, you bear the mark of Adonis. Yeah.
So good.
That's one of the better ones, but it's still.
Ah. And you bear the mark of the god Aelor. She says to the paladin as he comes out of the bathroom.
Ooh, what a name.
Aloy.
If I didn't tell you what I was theming these names after, and I didn't do it on the right order, you probably wouldn't even fucking notice. That's the sad part.
Oh, him?
No, like if I didn't even tell you that yours named themed and everything, you guys wouldn't notice that shit. I know it too.
Tylir?
Oh, Tylier. I would have done it a little more.
Okay.
Kylier.
Okay.
Tylier or something like that.
Okay, that would have been more believable.
I'm French.
Or Tyleran.
As the
Anyway,
door slowly creaks open.
on the other side of the silver doors is a room It is circular, and in the inside has a hologram of the planetary systems. It looks like a section of the galaxy. And you see there's only about 30 people. Well, no. There's about 3 other people that aren't at this table in the group. He says, the person says, "You have all been chosen as heroes." So the high priest of Theon 1. He goes, "The gods have begged your audience at their table. You've been given in your invitation to find your invitation, so to speak." He smiles. He was set forth to the stars. There you will find your answers. You are seeking the great dungeons of old. All of you have heard the myths, the truth, the legends. However you see them. He goes, "It is your choice to step forward, but since you entered this test, I know you will. Go to the stars and find the keys, and bring them to the center of Theon 10. There you will be brought to the God's Feast," he says. Craver planet, yeah. Anyway, he says, nothing. Cravers are a race from a space game that we play, Hayden and I, and then, they destroy any planet they're on. He was joking about his planet, I assume. They literally destroy the planet and get a resource boom from it. And then when the planets are destroyed, they hate living there, and they bitch about it. So anyway...
Then I move to the next one.
Yep. No species can live on the same planet as them,
I
pretty
don't
much.
think you're talking about. Are you talking about?
It's for endless space. You can design your own races and everything.
That sounds fun.
So anyway, Gravers. So
Kind of sounds like the race Matt played. How
he says, "Go to the stars. Go alone and collect the keys as you wish, or take some of the others with you." He goes, "You may even take he says, "You may even take those willing from the populace of planets, but no one will enter the house of feasts but you."
I look over at L instantly, like, because she is also one with nature.
I haven't actually chosen this yet.
Have you chosen a gender?
No, I have not. I want to, but I can't.
You have no gender.
No, I do.
He's a mystery. He goes to the doctor. Age? 28. Sex? Yes, please. oldest joke in the book. It's from Pat in Living Color. Anyway.
Alright. Would you like to join me?
It's more like you're joining me.
Oh, really?
And then I turned to him. You need to guide
Hey, Paladin.
hunting.
Yeah.
You've all been brought
Would you
into
like
the
to join
Silver
me?
Gates where the heroes who have tested go.
You see,
There's a
still
star
need
map
to be
there,
trained
and
in the
then
ways
the
of
High
the
Priest
world.
basically says some stuff like, "You gotta go on this journey now."
Alright.
He goes, "You may go alone or take those with you."
And then turn away.
He says,
Join
but
me if you like.
he says, "But only heroes may enter the hall at the end.
you smell.
Take what with
You
me?
don't. You smell
Whoever you
meat.
wish with you, but only heroes may enter the feast."
I think I have
the
to attack
gods.
you.
People in the room start hurrying to make alliances.
I look at you.
This guy
Oh,
goes.
wolf, you have no sense of smell.
Can you give a quick summary to Alan about what you guys were
That
saying?
takes-
Hold on.
Yes.
So you asked him.
Yeah.
And he went,
I
"Yeah,
told
you're a
him.
bitch."
No, I said you
Well-
more like you're joining me. I'm just.
Yeah. He goes, "Will you join me?" He goes, "More like you're joining me." And then what happens after that?
And I
He
said,
asks me to. He says, "You need to be trained in nature. Join me." I'm like, "Sure. You need more civilized. You need to become more civilized, anyways." And he's like, "Whatever."
snarled. I said he needs to be guided in hunting.
And I basically.
Bless
said,
me on this day. I enter.
Yeah, okay.
You're already there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You walked out of the bathroom and you're.
I put you in line.
Okay. Wasn't sure. Wanted to make
So you
sure.
enter, and the explanation, because he wouldn't give the explanation without you there. So
How are we gonna get the religious people of this? Out of here.
And I basically said to Tyler that he's weak and he needs to be protected, like a cub. Basically, is what I'm kind of calling Tyler.
and I'm an old guy, so it's like I'm just like, really?
Age means nothing.
Age means nothing if
This is
you're
the FBI beating down your door.
Okay. Age means nothing.
So, we doing this or what?
He comes up and says,
we all go silent.
I'm like,
Seems
I look towards
to be the
him.
case.
"Did none of you three have bonds with the other two?
I have
Oh, we have bonds, but I don't
Then
really.
your character
I-
wants all of them.
I thought we
have
were
no
waiting
respect for him.
for.
I don't have
You
a
have no
bond.
respect for
I don't
him.
have a bond for
But
him.
you have a bond
I,
with him?
I don't
Yeah.
understand the scene. Aren't we waiting for like a priest to explain a map?
Big star map in the middle. Priest goes, "You're all going to the stars. Good effing luck. Go find the dungeons. You may go by yourselves or take others with you. But no one who is not a hero may enter the temple in the end. You will bear your god's mark after you leave this place. Choose your companions or go alone."
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Ah." Everyone gets marked on the back of your left hand with the god symbol of the god who chose you.
Do we get to customize? Or do you do it?
Well,
It's a hammer.
it's the god of Alor, Adonis, Valeria, Tydir.
Can you?
No, it'll be Tyleron. And Matthias.
Matthias.
I have 5 tallies on each of my hands, so the left one of my hands starts glowing.
The tallies rearrange around the new god symbol.
Even better.
What
Ah.
are the symbols?
Huh?
What do they look like?
I imagine mine's a fish.
Well then, that's
Well,
that's different.
is Alor the god of your planet?
Yeah.
Then-
Our connection to our faith is through the god's fish. If you
Then yours is
reprise us to the god fish, we all die because we lack
I
faith.
didn't really.
All of the, look, I'll do it. All of them incorporate a key because of the dungeon keys. Yours is a key that looks like a fishing hook reaching into a fish's mouth and pulling it from your arm. Yours looks like. Hold on.
TV being
Trying to think.
smashed in. with a
Has
baseball
pimples on
bat.
it.
No. Yours looks like a key being Yours looks like a cave's mouth that's opened up on the hand, like a little hill in a cave, and the key goes into a door in the side of the cave and opens it. So there's like an open cave, like a dungeon.
Oh.
What? What did you want it to look like? I'm trying to base it off your
No, no,
backstory.
no, no. I made it like a key and opened, and the door creaks.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
were going, "Oh, that shit." God, I'm trying. You just gave me a fucking. My planet looks like shit, Jack. Please make something for it.
I just want
What's interesting about your planet? It's a big crater. like, oh fuck. Okay.
I like turtles.
okay.
Yours is a fucking wolf key. A
Okay.
wolf with a key in its mouth.
Okay.
Yours is a key that's the handle side of the key. So, like, let's say there's 2 prongs here. The end of the key looks like a 6-point star.
Cog and hammer.
This key looks like a hammer.
Bob
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Builder. Can we
It's the most
fix
morbid
it?
thing I can possibly think of.
Is it like a tool
And
hammer or a
smash it
warhammer?
with a hammer.
It's a warhammer crested by a cog.
Yeah, well, his looks like a key with a hammer head. All right.
You, and you. Clearly, you have been blessed by your planet's
I mean,
divine-
everyone's got different keys in their hands. Everybody in the room. But yeah.
I don't really
Then
have
never
a
mind.
religion.
Hmm.
I mean, I didn't really have a religion to do
No.
with.
But apparently,
Every
this
planet
is the god
has
of
a
your
god.
system.
Okay, well, I look at it this way. Every party needs a healer.
Every party needs a hooper. That's why they invited you. He says he's a healer.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know why.
What did you say?
We need someone for,
I didn't say that
You're
because
not a
I
medic,
misunderstood
cleric.
the scene.
and I guess
Spiritual healer.
I can change shape. It's not going to be as good as anyone who's really sneaky. but I
Also
can-
basing off of whatever possible games I've played. So
We've already seen each other's talents while we were inside the dungeon.
That is very true.
I take out a thing of fish bones, crouch under the ground. And they start to seem to point.
I say, what in the name of W are you doing?
Wait, who is the pray for guidance?
It would appear you've been chosen, El.
I thought he was praying.
I am praying for a symbol in the fish bones.
Of course I've been chosen.
Yes.
You don't have the ability to actually trigger a move from that, though. Do you? Do you have a move that triggers when you pray? Or is it you?
I do. Let me think some more. Let me see what the fish bones say.
You know, I go over to the ranger. I point aside. I don't remember him acting
Yeah, I
quite
have
like
divine
this in the
guidance.
dungeon when we were back on another planet.
I think he got hit in the head too hard.
Lord, I pray for guidance.
Eyes always been like this.
Jack.
What here is evil? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
You go, I pray for guidance. What here is evil? None of these folks are evil. There is a group of evil people, though, that are gathering. You see, you sense something evil outside the window. When you look, roll wisdom.
Everyone or just
6 or no, 2.
Just him, because he knows it's evil. Did you get above a 6?
Yep. You rolled 7.
7
Did you get above a
plus
10?
0. So 7.
7. So 7's always a success. Just not the best. You see a black wisp of a wing that retracts away from the window as if something had flown to the window's side and is like flying off, like if somebody just beat off the wall and is flying away. You just got a wisp of its wing.
Evil lurks here. We must. It's right there out on the window. We must go track it.
You guys look out the window and see the golden skies of a sunset. The 3 moons setting in the distance over Golden City.
I'm confused.
It was there for merely a moment.
I say, if you're saying it, maybe I wasn't.
okay.
Alright, priest looks around. He goes, if what you say is true, then we must move quickly. He pulls the thing out of the star map, and he goes, here you go,
I
heroes.
sprint towards it.
And he reaches out in his hand. He has 3 data chips in it. One of the groups grabs one. One of the groups grabs another. You guys can roll a dex check to see if you...
I got
Nine.
+1.
Oh.
9
5.
plus 8.
No, it's 9 plus -1 then.
10.
Yeah, 8 is what I have.
10?
10.
9.
5.
Okay.
I'm not rolling.
You grab a data chip. One of the other groups grabs a data chip, and the last group grabs a data chip.
I get with Conrad.
They all run. You guys are all left in the room, and Matt is holding a tail chip.
Well, let's go!
Son of a bitch.
They're getting ahead of us!
So bitch.
Can I scan it or?
Hey,
You have to put it in a ship or
you
something,
realize you're not the
or a
one.
computer. He goes,
Right.
that's a star map to the nearest
Are you
dungeon
selling a
world.
character?
Yes.
I push you.
All right, let's.
I
get
know
to the
shit.
He said it!
You're
He
supposed
said
to be my friend.
He said the name of the book.
He said, that's a map to the nearest dungeon world.
Looks in fucking camera.
Dude, guys, did you hear that? He said it.
He said the thing!
Alright.
And that's why I must become Superman 4, A Quest for Peace.
Let's roll credits, shall we?
So,
I am fulfilled.
Alright, let's go to the ship.
What ship? Do we own a ship?
No. We just get in one of the shuttles. Let's go.
no, you don't. Oh, by the way, when I see GP, you say credits. GP.
Credits.
GP.
Credits.
Okay. Thanks.
God.
I forgot. You guys all start with starting gold. Well, the wizard doesn't. I know that.
Haha!
Go ninja, go.
Yeah, you left it a comment.
Who does start with starting gold? Somebody did.
Ranger?
Okay.
Probably not. Did that be surprising?
I think the fighter does. Somebody did.
What?
Starting well.
Starting wealth?
I actually think that none of you guys do.
Yeah, the druid probably doesn't have starting wealth.
Nope. None of you guys have starting well.
My
Yeah.
planet doesn't even
We're
have
all
economies.
broke.
You guys exit the silver chamber.
Hey, wait. Matt? Not even Matt is starting? Matt nor the Paladin not starting?
Nope. Would have been your gear. I don't think actually anyone has starting gold.
Yeah, I can roll for it.
Nope. You don't get any starting gold.
Okay.
No, I was gonna say my venturing pack, but
No, a venturing pack has things like grappling hook or rope,
Well, obviously we're getting a late start.
hammer.
I am the law on Colin's character, L.
Oh my god.
I think that's to an NPC.
Oh.
we could do it to players. I don't mind. I'll roll.
No,
What is...
that's not how it works.
What does I am the law do?
I can tell somebody to do something, and if I succeed,
As
they
I
get a
said
+1
before,
for doing
when you
that.
give an NPC an order based on your divine authority.
NPC, okay.
Now you do have the high cleric in the room. There's the woman at the desk outside, and all those rejects that aren't able to go on the trip because they're heroes.
Ooh.
Let's force
I have an
them.
idea.
Identify.
There was a noble.
You mean
I-
the
I'm
one
gonna
you
ro-
insulted on his way out?
I gave him a compliment. Hunted can become huntees. That's how it works.
Isn't
And
it
I-
hunters?
Huntees, it doesn't matter. I run after him.
I go with
I'm
them.
gonna go follow you.
I catch up to the noble.
Hunty is a hunted.
My character doesn't care.
You're fucking inbred.
Your character.
Kind
So what are you guys doing?
Probably.
We're all gonna go after the noble.
Noble.
just following the crowd.
I am the law.
I'm looking at him.
What are you saying?
I need you to help secure us a divine vessel so we may go about our quest.
He goes, by what authority?
By the authority of all that what would this be called?
By the god.
My color in. I say.
He goes, I care not for this Kalaran or any of... You have no divine authority, Beast Walker. He
I
said-
slapped the man.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same thing.
You slap him.
Yeah, he's questioning my god.
You know,
You didn't call in a divine authority. You just said,
Because I hadn't thought of a name for my god, like
I did. They said the god who gave you a mark was Alor.
Alor. Yeah, but in the name of Alor, at the behest of the godfish.
Well, you give it an NPC an order based on your divine authority. You may now roll plus charisma. That is a
10 plus 1, 11.
On 10 plus, you take a +1 forward against them. All right. Okay, so they choose one. Okay, so he goes, I don't care about this Calor. You go, well, why Alor and the Godfish, or whatever. He goes, I know of you Ravager people, scavengers of ships that fall upon your planet. You live hard lives, I respect that. And your God has always done right by my people as they pass over their stars.
son of a bitch. Catchphrase.
He goes, sorry, but you don't live by the God's mark. Do you see those tallies? Those are dead men standing. He shrugs. He goes, I don't know. My people respect trial by combat. He's seen some. He looks at his tallies again. He goes, what did you ask of me?
To help us secure a starship so we may go about our great journey.
He goes, only if you take the one that I lead.
take which one? The one, the ship you lead?
He's saying, yes, I own a vessel. He goes, if you take me and my crew along with you, and let us serve on the voyage, then I will accept it.
If they accept us and accept our faith in these matters, and respect our faith on our own matters, then we shall strike a deal.
You realize you won't be able to come to the feast.
He goes, there's a lot more in these dungeons than just the keys. There's a lot of reasons people want to go into those planets.
And surely if we win this, I promise you all a feast upon my planet I-397.
They won't need a feast there, they'll be on the God's feast. Get your silly ass out of shit.
A feast of godfish.
Feast of godfish.
There'll be more godfish than you can eat on the God's feast, he says. Anyway, get in my ship.
Get in my ship.
He pulls over a luxury cruiser. Paper airplanes, baby! Woo! His crew includes 2 others, including Marissa from earlier, and a guy named Job.
Okay.
Job is from...
May the godfish nurture you on this journey.
May the godfish nurture you, says Job. He looks like he's from your planet.
I believe I had a place where I had NPCs.
You can just write it on the.
Bonds.
He's wearing the same deep blue, and he only has 2 little lines on the back of his neck.
Job or Jode?
Job. J-O-B.
Oh,
Marissa.
He's a Jehovah Witness.
And the noble.
What's the noble's name? Does he have a name? Or just noble?
For now.
His name will be...
We'll just call him Jed.
I can agree with that.
His name will be Barathu. Barathu. He's a halfling.
That's fine.
Marissa's a human, and Job is a human as well.
No Fs.
Marissa looks like she's from an advanced society of some kind. She has a laser pistol. Job's from his planet. Job's actually keeping his hands warm next to the warp coils of the ship out of habit. And Barathu is from your planetary system.
no. Okay.
Job, were you by chance one of the technical priests who helped watch to the great heaters?
He goes, yeah, until one of them actually took off. Then I was just somebody floating in space scrap until Barathu picked me up, and I've been off planet ever since.
Surely this symbol is a sign of...
He goes, of course, it's been 1,000 years. It's about time that we have a hero. And it's been a long time since one selected from our planet. We're glad to have you.
my fit.
He goes, may we dine on you after you return from the feast, he says.
If I should fail in great faith, then yes.
He
And I
smiles.
you, brother.
He goes, whoever the god chooses. And then grins again.
May he nurture those who are left.
Oh,
Hear
that's
him go
gonna be
like-
creepy.
Hear him go. As he likes
Oh, dude, human tastes great.
I'm just listening. Everybody's like listening to this. Everyone's like uncomfortable. It's like,
Marissa goes,
Yeah,
He's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm glad
die,
the
and
sheets
you're gonna like
dies.
cut off his arm. I'm like,
yeah. If he faith
she
to
goes,
the
don't
end,
worry, they
then
only eat blue people.
it's a situation where we
She
have
shrugs.
to. I know
She
the divine
shrugs and walks
preparations.
over to her cot and lays down. The ship has... I could draw an internal map really quick.
I can just imagine this going down.
Yeah, you're just like the most chill cannibals you've ever met.
Where did Job's body?
Chill.
Oh,
Get it, guys?
Long trip.
Because their planet's a frozen wasteland where everybody can freeze to death at a moment's notice.
boo! Throw the bottle at you.
Remember the Star Wars game where I drew those amazing
I can just
fucking
imagine
shape
this.
maps
We're all
for
we're all
everybody's
sitting
ships?
down eating a meal.
I might do
Where
that
did
again for
Job's
this
body
game,
go?
but
We're not
it
gonna
takes
be
so
no.
long making good ships.
No,
And also, why
they know they're eating people, and they
I don't know
know
King for
people
Dungeon
are
World,
cool
Dungeon
with
World.
that. But also, you
Fighting
know,
in space.
All there is to eat is God's fish. You ever eat God's fish before?
I like eating rats.
Rats
So,
taste better than God's fish.
You're disgusting.
You must live off the nature.
Okay.
Captain, my captain.
What was the captain's name?
Barthu.
Lord Barthu.
Barthu says, looking at you.
Barthu. Did your ship by hand replicators or something?
Because what's a replicator? You mean like a fabricator?
Yeah.
That's where you're just playing. You're like, this is roughly what the shape's shaped like. The ship is shaped like. It's got two like side rooms here. They're like rec rooms. Like a rec room and like let's say like a kitchen and maintenance room built together. This is like a main bridge. And then along this hallway, which is about as big as this room, there are fold-out cots that come out of the walls. So during the day, you just keep the walls folded up, and then down during the night, you fold your cots out of the walls, and there's also storage units that come out. Like the entire hallway is paneled with a bunch of stuff you pull out of the wall, so the hallway is multi-purpose.
I feel like that's the most unsafe to put a cot ever. It's right next to the engines.
Dude, you ever been on a train? That's exactly how trains do it.
Yeah. So if it goes out.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, if your seatbelt all failed and the train crashed, yeah, you'd be fucked.
Yeah, by chance fabricators.
he goes, we just have... No. He goes, that'd be an industrial scale technology. Sorry if the Matthias system has that kind of tech. We don't...
Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay.
I hear
It's
in your
okay if
system
you're
that
less technologically
no.
advanced.
You what, Chevron 2.1? 2.2? Sorry.
I
Talking about his chevrons and his
I'm
warp
not trying to
coils.
be disrespectful.
I hear-
Say, oh, okay.
And replicators.
He goes, look, we just can't create matter out of a sink dish like your people. But, hey, we have some good grub that we're out of.
Colin, you must always remember some people's faith hasn't been such blessed with such technological godsends as your people have.
And it makes you wonder if it's not
His-
better
His,
than
luckily it's the wrong
Job,
word.
Job looks over, he goes, some of us have to shit outside of space. Like, I don't know, plumbing.
I'm gonna
Marissa says, yeah, and some of us don't flush. She looks over at Job.
I'm gonna like go like right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna set up camp.
And I'm going to follow.
Okay, you guys are leaving orbit soon.
Okay.
Yes! We leave this
Oh god.
crappy planet.
I go to
Does that
pray.
mean
Whenever you set up camp, is everyone setting up camp?
Yes, I need to
Does that mean
pray.
stuff that's not? I'm gonna wait till we go into
Setting
orbit.
camp does things.
No, I mean like when will the stuff go flying around when we go in?
We have artificial gravity.
When you set up camp, it's a game action.
Yeah.
We're just setting up camp for the night.
Yeah.
That means you guys are choosing to skip the rest of the day.
Oh wait, never mind. I didn't know what happened.
Like, I mean,
Oh, wait.
you might not have. You need to be unattended to be able to set up camp. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah. I'll wait then. We need to look at it anyway. Go later.
Where are your basic actions? Airlane spawns, character change.
Oh, that's the amount of volume it makes.
Anyone say anything?
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Not since Kraber Planet. Okay. You guys get up into space. And he goes, okay, where are we going?
Fucking.
Oh yeah.
We gotta get-
star chip or star map.
Oh,
Hey, wait, do we have food?
takes a look at it.
Hey,
Well,
Don't.
we should be able to pick.
Great too.
Okay. Takes a look at it and goes,
Do
so
not
we don't have anywhere to plug this in.
Oh, God, why did we pick him? No wonder
He
you
goes,
are.
this is a small craft, he says. I don't have a projector.
We could land at a planet.
I could probably rig my
Alright,
watch.
should we just go back from where we pulled this out of?
Nah, I don't like that planet.
Sure, I guess. I could rig my
I
watch.
think any
It-
planet that we go to, you won't like it if it has the technology we need. So I think you should restrain your efforts on that one.
Marissa scoffs and laughs a little bit. She goes, well said.
Ah, shut up.
I was gonna say I could rig. If someone had the technical know-how, which I'm not a tech wizard, I'm just the guy with a fancy watch.
Those exist. Yeah.
The tech wizards on my planet watch after the holy heaters.
Tech wizards on my planet are considered to be exiled or murdered in the streets.
How do your people survive?
Our industrial age apparently is making life a little bit easier, while magic tends to be more problematic, apparently.
So your god has gave you blessings of technological
Well,
blessings based on your faith in the technological sense.
you could always move. I mean,
You are
my
surely
people are-
most blessed. I'm glad to have you on this journey.
I'd be murdered on my planet.
You could move over to mine.
Barthu looks over his shoulder. Why would that be? As he turns off the engines.
Did what turn off the?
Yeah. Marissa goes like this.
Ah!
On her gun, and like flips her gun out. Like flips her gun strap.
I pull out my
They
bow.
just think magic is just a problem on my planet. They think it causes more problems than it solves.
Oh,
We have no such magic, or, well, we are not blessed with such magic on our planet.
Barthu goes back into forward motion.
my people are accepting of magic.
Different cultures react differently to advancements in technology.
Marissa said, yeah, if you mention you're a criminal on death row, most people think you raped someone. She straps her gun back away. Or, murdered. She looks off.
It's more
Out the window.
prejudice than criminal activity.
Or ate a human being.
Mm,
Pushed around.
Yeah,
Hey, wait.
that would usually be criminal. She looks
But,
over at Job and his buddy sitting in the back.
I look over to them.
yeah, I know of a few people.
Everybody kind of looks at you.
I'm sorry.
I respect it. Survival of the fittest.
It is merely
I'm too old to worry
So
about
if we
it
have to work
anymore.
together.
the
that's
people.
right.
The people who have shown the faith the longest are rewarded with, well, death. But they were rewarded with that so that their suffering may end, so that they may provide life to everyone else. For the godfish does sustain us, but cannot sustain us alone.
So
And the
they
cycle
end-
goes on,
so
says
they-
Job.
So they end their suffering to make more people suffer.
He
No,
goes,
they're-
the rain must come, and the clouds may wither.
We also
We do
can't.
not weep for the clouds.
Also, it's yes,
What?
it is all based on faith, yes, and everything. But it is also a certain realism. We have nowhere to bury these people. We have no way of disposing of them,
It's a give and take.
and we can't burn them in the holy fire.
So,
Job raises his hand. He goes, the clouds become rain, and the rain becomes clouds. Tablet number 33, verse 9.
if
What's
Job
that?
dies, are you gonna eat him?
If Job dies and keeps the faith till the day of his last breath, then I will
He will
make his
carry
death.
me to the feast with him. He nods.
I will make the preparations as Job would wish me to.
I think as
I kind of.
I'm like laughing. I'm like,
Out of game.
who's gonna eat each other?
Out of game.
The wolf
not
doesn't
eating
understand
him.
the ways of the fish, says Job.
Because the wolf eats the fish, obviously.
Okay, I'm.
You think I eat him? Would
You
eat
may
a
not
person
partake
for?
of fish flesh, says Job.
I would not eat a person simply because we do not.
I'm thinking about
It is a
this
thing of
conversation
necessity,
so
not of
I thought
pleasure.
my stuff would be uncomfortable.
Yeah,
This
but-
is
All, though admittedly human,
this is
does
terrifying.
taste better than godfish. But
Take me back to my planet.
The godfish
I'm about
as it
to
is.
die there.
some priests may believe man is not meant for godfish.
They say a good chef knows 100 ways to prepare
magically
codfish.
talented friend.
I particularly love the testes.
But then again,
It's like for some reason they have mammal nuts.
Honestly, if it did and you were to eat those would be highly nutritious. Think bull testicles.
They would also give you plenty of energy.
It's canon now.
Also, they
codfish have
eat.
testicles.
If they eat and use every part, that means they eat
Okay.
human genitals.
So, as we stroll through space, what do we see?
Job winks.
Do we see any planets nearby?
Way it be, man.
It
What
says-
kind of-
You wouldn't think it'd be the way to be.
Way B,
but
way B. Can't, you gotta eat the floaties, bro.
I say, do we have any regular maps?
What?
Regular maps of the star system?
I
Or-
could just.
Oh, this is what we usually use. Marissa takes a magazine, folds open to like page 33, and then hands it over. You see an advertisement with like some stars in the background, and like a woman going,
I'm like,
well, she's got like a
Or
like a
we
cola.
can just, I can.
I say, ooh, what's that drink?
She goes, they call it potassium peptide.
Potassium peptide.
Star maps can't be on a 2D plane. They don't convey.
How
Well,
about
that's a horrible direction.
Actually, according to
There's no
conventional
y-axis.
theories, the whole
She rolls her eyes. She goes, it's a hidden map. She goes like this and tickles the underpit of the armpit of the woman on the advertisement. She goes, "Ooh," and she like walks off to the side and rips the page up into the air, and there's a magical star map. She goes, magic
By the
magazine.
lore.
She goes, magical magazines. It's a great way to keep guys from stealing your things.
that I like a lot.
She goes.
I mean, it's kind of funny how that whole works, but I mean, I like.
She
that.
looks at the girl in the advertisement, and like looks at you, and she goes, "All right,
That's the weirdest
she
thing.
goes, keep your hands off my mags."
I was referring.
Well,
I was obviously referring to the magic of the magazine. How
I
it
know,
works, but
I
it's
know.
disguising has always favored the
I'm whiffing
clever.
you for a joke. What?
Disguising has always favored the clever.
She goes, well, yeah, when pirates come through, they don't really steal 99-cent magazines. Or 99 credit.
Oh,
I could
Or
just
nine,
go to the
or two
back to
credit
the
magazine, she says.
register desk and see if they have a portable projector.
Well, I don't really want to fly back in the atmosphere. That's a waste of warp.
True.
Job says, yeah. She
Is
runs
there-
pretty hot. He takes a bucket of water and
Is there
just pours it
stations?
onto the warp engine.
Is there like a station somewhere along this route?
Oh, not around here. Not in Theon 1, man. No one trusts a station near here.
I feel like we should head back down to the planet
could-
to
how's
at least
this?
get in. We should
I
start
could-
our journey.
Sell my watch.
we have already left on our
for
journey.
it.
Well, we don't know
If
where
they-
we're going.
Oh,
He goes,
Why
we're not
not?
going
we
back
do.
to Theon 1.
Where the faith takes us, brother.
Okay, somewhere along the way.
Or we can go to the
We're all
left
broke.
direction.
Last time I asked the faith to
What
take
is
me-
the difference of logic and faith? Faith is the belief that the logic will happen, that it will be led to the point, that your faith will bring you
That
where you
is
need to
highly
be.
illogical.
Marissa groans and rolls over.
I said,
What?
where are we going?
I don't know, but not back to Theon 1. They closed the planet after the ceremonies.
Laser chit!
Hmm?
Star map!
Snowdap?
Yeah.
Conrad has the thing!
They already have the star map. We're just now
we can't
trying to
We
find
need a
it.
projector to get this on, okay? They don't have one available in the ship.
Didn't you guys see what planet was available during when it was up? Or when did you guys get this chip?
Well, how
They-
can't
they-
we
they
scan
gave
it
us
into
this
the
chip, but they
navigation
didn't tell us where to
systems?
go.
They did have it up, didn't they?
Oh no, that shit's too advanced for this ship.
We may need to.
It says
We
don't own a projector.
Or we can just look out one of the windows and
Hey, wait.
just follow where.
Aren't you
Oh yeah, where those other ships are going?
Yeah.
Hey,
Starships can have windows?
Bartu.
Some of them do.
Aren't you supposed to be nobility?
Those, yeah.
But
On
Have
Solaris
you never
5.
met a gnome?
What about?
Not.
He goes, not everyone who owns land gets to own good ships too. Okay? And not everyone's daddy gives them everything, even if their daddy has it.
oh gosh. I'm sorry I'm asked. I'm
Yes.
sorry I asked.
Should I just eject you?
Oh, that
I
was
mean, you
fun.
Your robes freak me out. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Cool
Like
fact,
seriously, stop it. He starts like going like this, trying to look at your robe.
but it's- it-
And then
it-
he goes into the canteen and you hear like a space flush.
That's gonna stink later. Wait, that what you said her flush?
Yeah.
Hey,
Didn't they just say
He
they
flushed
didn't
his vomit
Hey,
out into
Beidou.
I
space.
thought they didn't have plumbing.
yeah.
hey,
not-
Bartu.
No, he said some people use plumbing, not space flushing.
Oh, okay.
Like
Bartu.
not everyone shits out into space is what
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Bartu.
what Job said. Yeah. He comes back out of the
Do
bathroom.
you have food? I don't really need food, but I think.
He goes, we have like enough for us. I thought you guys were like bringing your own.
I did.
I did.
Mine.
Okay.
God, did you not bring any food? He says
I don't
no.
need it, but
Then why did you ask about it?
I didn't know if everyone.
You don't
else
just
brought-
eat food for fun, do you?
Maybe the faith sustains
Are
you.
you
He goes-
more noble than he is?
He
or
takes
what's
out
going on
like
with
he
this?
takes out one of those like little extendo stick things, like pokes your belly. He goes like, is that like a weird mutation that you don't need food or?
I'm sustained by nature.
Good luck finding
Surely this isn't a place of nature, though.
Oh.
He goes, well, maybe
Nature?
like is like a plant. You maybe want to go into the brig where the window is.
I would say watch
But put on some polarized lenses, or the suns will burn your eyes out.
I go to call and I go, you should probably watch your wolf.
I look
Tasty.
around. What is he doing?
You don't see your wolf in the corridor.
I'm gonna go look around.
I have the wolf.
He's in the rec room,
Doing.
napping under the pool table.
Okay, I thought he. By the way,
Like,
he has
what is
frightening
that
and
thing?
savage as his
He looks terrifying as he naps.
Can I do something sort of as a role play? So when I sleep, could it be possible that I transform into an animal? Is sleep form?
No.
Oh.
You can turn to an animal and then sleep.
Weird.
That would imply
But
that
you stay
it
in that
uses
animal.
up energy to remain in human form, not in animal form.
No, you can turn and then sleep, but you can't just turn when you sleep.
Okay. I was good. That's basically what I was asking.
But
If I could sleep while turning.
No, it doesn't take any. He can stay permanently in an animal form
Okay.
oh, okay.
He takes
As
the
as long as you don't use your load
Well.
or your hold. I
As
mean,
long as no boy.
He's your
As long as I don't blow my.
load is your
Hold. It's hold.
equipment. It's hold.
Something like that.
Can
Load
I,
the load
can,
the load.
Am I able to change it to a bear?
I say, so where are we going?
You're gonna turn to a bear in this hallway.
No, I'm gonna turn into a little house cat and curl up and sleep.
Jesus Christ, says or sorry, Suns and Stars says Banthu or whatever is what was it, Barthu?
Yeah.
I still have antennas.
He scrambles to the floor. Marissa puts several pistol shots into the wall nearby you. Roll. Are you going to defy danger?
Defy danger.
Yep.
What does that mean?
You're going to defy the danger of the pistol coming at you, or just
Yeah,
take it.
It's the
I'm gonna defy it. Yeah.
Aha.
What does that mean?
Try to dodge, I imagine.
If you act in despite an imminent threat or suffer a calamity, say how you deal with it and roll. How do you deal with it?
With my cat-like senses, I jump out of the way.
Okay.
Just like, well, let's see how this works.
Roll plus dex.
Oh God. Okay. Come on, roll good for me. 8, 7.
You dodge.
Yes.
The pistol blast lights up the metal red hot but doesn't pierce it.
Watch where you're shooting.
She continues to fire at the cat.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God.
Cats can't talk.
Is it
I
unexpected?
transform back into my human form.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Turn into a space rodent, she says.
I'm not
She's
as...
never seen a cat before, apparently. Barthu says, "Oh my God, he's cursed!
That was
First off, could
He
you
faked that tat." He points at his hand.
could you not shoot in our giant space canoe?
Joe says, "Yes, indeed. Shoot the annoying one first."
I'm gonna pull out my bow and an arrow.
Heretic.
Jesus Christ.
Please, everybody,
Pull your bow and
just
arrow?
calm your
Yeah, I say.
emotions down. There's no need
Barthu
for all
puts
this
his point on the warp
violence.
button. Finger on the warp button. He goes, "You shoot, I do."
The warp. You wanna kill?
Actually, you wouldn't know what button it is. He puts his hand on a big button on the panel. I'm not gonna tell you what it does.
Hey,
He goes, "You shoot the
Part
ship,
two.
the whole ship goes too."
it's just a thing. I
I
like
say,
to
what does that
sleep
mean?
when I'm an animal.
Oh no, he's contemplating suicide for everybody in this ship.
Okay.
It's all mush.
You wanna kill the heroes?
I'm
Wow.
just scared.
That's low.
Can we just all calm down right now?
I guess you won't be eaten.
Roll plus charisma. But it's not. That would be Job. This is Barthu doing it, the halfling.
Oh.
But anyway,
Okay,
you're gonna
apparently
kill the heroes. Roll
I
charisma.
I say you're not very noble. That's very bad. For 4. I failed.
You fail. Because I don't give a rat's ass about being a noble. My daddy kicked me out.
Oh
And
God.
he rubs the button.
Wait.
You're gonna get a. You all get a -1 to try to convince him not to push it.
Hey,
Okay.
just don't push it, okay?
Put the damn bow down.
Would it be unexpected to me to shoot him really quick? Just like,
Don't.
You can roll a dex, but I mean, you're gonna push that damn button if you do it.
Hey,
Job,
can I do a call shot? in-
talk some sense into this man.
Okay, I'm stepping in between.
I am the law. 8, 9.
You didn't call in divine authority, so that's just a charisma check.
Oh shit.
What's your charisma total?
So that's
9.
that is a 9. Yeah, still 9.
just
Job says, "I can't." He goes, "Barthu, I can't be eaten if you push that button." Barthu goes, "I know I made a promise." He takes his hand off the button.
thank.
That fucker better put his bow down. He puts his hand
I
back
put,
up.
I put my phone
I'm
down.
stepping in between, you know, endangering myself to heal others. But
You're not healing anybody.
Yeah.
Hey,
Good try.
I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this. If you push that button.
Hold on! Stop it! He's already took his finger
I
off
say-
the button.
No, he has it on the button.
No, he
He
took
is.
it off.
I say-
He took his hand off the button when he hit his bow
Shut
down.
up.
Okay.
I say,
Whoa.
are you trying?
Are you trying to talk more? Because I think your social skills are needing much improvement.
exactly.
I think rest is maybe.
Just like your survival
Maybe.
instincts.
Noted.
I am going to shoot
Yes,
every
but
one
my
of you when I
survival
get the
doesn't-
chance. I need you right now, but later I won't.
Barthu says,
He breathes.
That's.
My bow is out. I don't have my bow up.
"Yeah."
Help to self, take
He goes, "You're gonna need my ass."
Will we?
Oh my god, just shut
Starts
up.
tearing
Go away.
I turn around.
Bartu, I know what you want.
Can you
Just-
navigate a ship?
After he turns, after
any
Colin
of you?
turns his back on Barthu, Barthu's a
any-
mess, and he's just crawling. He's like this. He's just crying now. In
I
the
go up to
in the
comfort him.
cockpit As you guys are at cruiser speed through this system.
I go to comfort Bartu.
Okay, roll charisma. Comfort Barthu.
7, 8.
That's a success. Barthu feels slightly comforted and goes to the rec room to eat away his trouble. He thinks about his daddy.
He thinks that is daddy. Oh,
Marissa has her magazine again,
My
and she's
wolf
just
is in the
reading.
rec
Do we have on the
Is
map
it my
chip?
wolf in the rec room?
Do we have the map chip?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the map chip. That's Matt.
I'm going to look at see if there's. What does it look? Does it look like a USB kind of thing, or?
More like an SD card.
Wait, my wolf is in the rec room.
But it looks like the file on there is a hologram projection. It's not like this is a mapping coordinates. This is a hologram. It's like a PDF file. It's like having a PDF of a map. It's not the same as being like I have my Google Map coordinates or the navigational coordinates. I have a PDF of the system. So it's not like you can just put it into a navigational computer. You have to put it in a hologram projector and see where it is.
yeah. It's not gonna.
Wouldn't mind-
It's not gonna say
wait.
turn left on this
No.
planet here.
It's just,
No.
The other planets have left the system at this point,
I'd hate to. At
or the
this-
other ships have left the system.
it's just a simple AR watch, so it wouldn't work.
No.
Guys, we are heavily behind. We should
You can only use items that have a narrative purpose to use them for. a
This
narrative
quest
purpose.
waited 1,000 years. Surely
You
you
don't
can wait
have the
another
item.
day.
I think what I shall do is I'll expend a book to find a way to use this item. What would be the closest spot to have the technology?
The wizard. He pulls off his backpack. Goes, wait a second. I think I might have something on this. He pulls out a book, a comprehensive guide of hologram projectors and possible misuses of hologram chips in case you ever need it. He goes, I thought I might need something like this. Let's see. The back of the books gives you a +1 on a spout lore.
Yes, you spout lore.
Oh man.
Here is my handle. Here is my spout.
I want to make sure that it's just a +1. It might give you more.
Remember Howard,
I
your
call my
nation
wolf
out.
on the rec room.
The wolf pads over, kind of like, why the fuck, human, but also like, fine human. Give me a moment before you try to do anything.
Can
While
the
we're
wolf
doing
even-
something for one player and I'm doing
I know, I was
something,
waiting.
time doesn't move forward.
Can the wolf even talk to me? Like,
Yes, it can, but it doesn't really give a fuck.
Wolf, talk to me.
He's
Back with me, commune with me.
spirit animal.
You're the only one besides that growling thing over there.
Bag of books. Yep. Mark off use. Take +1 to your roll. Spouting lore. Roll an int roll.
Roll intelligence.
Yep.
Intelligence is a plus. Die.
Oh, sweet! I rolled 12. Let's see here. 14, 15 on that one. I rolled maximum potential at this level.
Well, I have to make a wisdom check to see if that's real.
Don't.
Spout lore. Okay, what?
I rolled a 15.
Okay.
You rolled a 12 plus spell.
Oh fuck.
What, kids?
No, I thought your door was open this entire time. I looked over, it's like,
No.
I'm hallucinating.
What's your roll total?
15.
The walls here are really thin.
What did you roll? A natural 12?
Yeah, I rolled a natural 12.
Or-
I'll tell you something interesting and useful about the subject relevant to your situation. Okay.
Now I just gotta think about something relevant and interesting.
Those chips are used for hologram projectors. But the thing about hologram projectors is that they're basically just 3D schematics and can be fed into any computer that has 3D imaging. As long as it has the right port. So all you need is a single extender for that kind of port. It so happens, as well, that the model of pistol that Marissa has on her, or no, you see a cargo scanner on Marissa's belt that has the same port, and using a cord to connect that to the ship's computer can get you the 3D imaging software.
I relay this information to the crew.
He says a bunch of
Why
techno
did
babble
you
as
say that?
as he flails his big archaic looking like industrial book. He has like a leather bound book that somehow has hologram technology written in it. And he starts saying something about IEEE 23 beta F standard is also compatible with the IEEE beta prime standard. Oh my god. Is that an infrared 36 1984? Yeah.
Can I roll?
I wear a spiky hat.
Jack, can I roll from my bag to see if I have a USB cord?
Roll.
Go!
The all 0 USB cords that exist in this universe. I said Marissa has a
Okay.
Has the thing
scanner
we
on
need.
her belt that he now knows works that way.
Yes, and I explained that to people that we can use that scanner to plug in the hologram and plug it into the.
Marissa flings you her scanner. She says, just do it, nerd.
And I do it.
Okay. Roll a ins check to do it correctly.
Job, could you help him on this matter? Job, could you help him on this matter?
He goes, I guess. Sure. I guess I can aid him.
What does aiding provide?
I like how all I did was turn into an animal, scare
He's
the
NPC. I don't know
crap
if he can
out
help
of
you.
everyone else on this ship.
With
Volume.
this. Hold on. Yeah, you gotta keep your volume down.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Man, I picked a bad day to quit sniffing glue. Drives me crazy.
I know the feels.
I don't know, I thought he was gonna go over there and sniff his glue.
No, just pick up Colin, glue him to the wall. Now stay.
Wolf, come here.
That's where you live now.
Do you just mark it up until you
Come on,
find the one
Jack's
you're
wall.
looking for?
Pretty much.
Sounds terrible.
Shooter.
It usually is like a spatula holder.
Exploiting the game in
Spatula
order
holder.
to
I'm
win
special.
faster.
SPE.
He goes, I don't know really. It's not my area of expertise.
Alright, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
The map shows up on a little screen.
I really like this map.
I guess I am becoming a
You better not override my Pong gang. My Pong game, says a dejected
Barthu.
Barthu.
It's
He
okay
tr-
if I
must
As he,
truly be a
as he
gnome.
cries over his last stash of ice cream that he said he didn't
I
have.
say, what's Pong?
It was an arcade game the gods handed down many years ago.
I shall comfort him.
Some believe it
once
is a
more.
blessing. Some believe it is a curse.
Some say a pastime.
And some say the screen is up, so now we know where we're going.
Who says that? Were you? Says Marissa.
I shall comfort.
I haven't, don't
I shall comfort.
Well, it's not just some, it's you. Stop being funny. Stupid wizard man, she says. She takes her scanner back.
That could be hurtful.
He's like a baby.
I come from a
Yeah,
come
you-
from a
You come
frozen.
and you come, whatever. Marissa
Yes, and I
says.
come from a frozen wasteland, but you're surely the most frigid object I've ever met.
She goes, I'm warm and wet inside. That's all that matters. She walks
Warm
away.
and wet.
Oh, this is hilarious.
And
And the gods chose us. Just remember that, everybody. The gods chose us.
We
Yes.
are the chosen.
Like
She's
that.
surely strong of faith and flesh.
I have a question.
I'd say your
Why
gods
does
are a
it
bunch
sound-
of idiots, says Marissa.
The hell?
I was chosen.
Honestly, if they chose the lot of you, why the hell? Gray was a good man.
Don't you see that you have been wrapped into this as well? Surely that we are here. Our faith has brought
Wait.
us to such. You have been
Speaking of
chosen.
She goes, it's the dark gods who make all of the coincidences happen. It's the light gods who just make the choices in between. I'd say they chose you lot, and the dark gods threw me along with you.
I find your lack of faith disturbing, child.
It's not a lack of faith. Unless you consider a black hole a lack of objects.
No, a black hole is merely a
So where are we going, anyway?
star that is collapsing
Look
upon
at the
itself.
star map we have now.
So how would you know that? Secondly, how is Gray?
Marissa says if you wanted to find a dungeon world, you should have just looked for where the nearest black hole is, dumbass. She rolls back over in her bed. You see a black hole next to one of the planets in the star map.
There.
Yeah, I guess we're going there.
Planet Xania, says
Time to go to W's Earth and Mall.
Job, as he tends to the back udder that works the warp coil like a boat. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, the back of a boat? He's got one of those attached to the warp coil. It's just a big switch. Job just sits by it all the time and warms his hands. He goes, okay. Marissa hops down and she goes, since Barthul's all left up, she walks to the front of the ship and sits down in the driver's seat, buckles herself in.
I go buckle myself into
Job rustles the udder slightly.
I buckle.
She looks back at him. She goes, you got her steady? He goes, yep. He puts both hands on the udder. She goes, we're going to need 36 degrees to the east. He goes, this is a space udder.
I'm gonna go grab some.
He goes, this thing just shoots jets of plasma out the back. This thing curves the direction so we can warp wherever we need.
I'm gonna go grab something.
You should see us try to warp backwards.
I like how
And he
Jag.
gestures slamming the udder to one side.
I like how Jag puts it as this is a luxury cruiser. It's all jury rigged.
It's not jury rigged, just fucking weird alternate technology. He jams the udder to one side so that your warp is going to curve.
I'm holding on.
Just
to
imagine holding onto an udder that's going to bend the warp energy coming out the back of the ship. And Job goes,
I'm gonna hold on to
make
something.
me in the morning. Da-da-da-da. He starts doing a jig song and Marissa pushes the button.
I'm holding on to something, by the way.
Okay, everyone
Oh
roll.
my god, I'm holding onto my wall so it doesn't go
Everyone
die.
roll a. Are you guys going to try to avoid the danger? Then roll a strength.
Oh boy, that's That's my strongest skill as a
Sarcasm
wizard.
So
Well, what are you gonna do to avoid the
Oh
danger?
god, I got a 6. I got a 5.
10.
Let's see here. I already buckled myself in.
Oh, you buckled yourself in. You're fine.
I buckled.
You're fine.
I
Wait,
was
do I
I
have-
tried
You said
to
you were holding on, guys. So I didn't say you. I didn't think
I
you.
said I was holding on my wolf
Okay.
I was
Where are you
holding-
buckled into?
in the seat.
I tried to buckle
There's
in.
only 2 seats.
Oh,
Oh,
there are
shit.
only 2 seats?
He asked the wrong guy for a spaceship.
Alright, if
It was
that's
supposed
the
to be
case,
noble, Jack.
is
Fine,
there-
fine. There's seats for everybody.
Okay, that's like
Everyone roll a dex to buckle in or a strength to hold on if you can.
I'm keeping that
That's my
strength roll.
best.
10.
I'm keeping that dex.
12.
I'm doing with dex.
You hold on to the top of the rudder rig and just stand next to Job and ride the warp. What do you do? Shit. Matt slams his head against the ceiling. We'll get back to Matt in a second.
I'm doing an
8.
Alright.
12 decks to buckle in.
Was that your dex?
Yeah, that's with my dex.
You buckle in. You buckle in.
8 strength.
You hold on fine.
Matthew, the cleric, dies instantly.
God. No.
You need a healer. Oh.
Healer dies instantly. Well, that was short-lived.
I'd be mad. My
I have
character
been chosen by the gods. Ugh.
At least you can eat it.
I'm some.
No. No, I'm
upstart
not.
initiative.
Why the hell would I eat a
Somebody
non-believer?
once told me
It
the
was
will
said he's a
of
non-believer.
macaroni.
He doesn't believe
Oh.
in Alor.
Who got a 7 through 9 on their decks?
I did.
You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. I'll give you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice. You got an 8 as well. The two of you guys hesitate and find yourselves with one seat in between the two of you, and you lock eyes.
That's not a dex.
You can choose to throw the other one.
I did a strength.
You both hesitate
Oh.
and find each other in between with one chair to hold onto or buckle into. You can choose to throw the other one into past, or knock them, basically stop them from getting in the chair, or to give them the chair and attempt to rough it.
I give him the chair and attempt to rough it.
Alright.
You see him step aside. Roll plus con.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Fumble.
Ah.
Fumble.
Okay.
you got the lowest number.
Yeah, it's not technically just a 6 minus. Okay, with a 6 minus and a 6 minus. Every time you get 6 or below, mark 1 XP. So both of you guys get mark an XP.
I think he should get experience because he did.
He's
do-
marking the XP for getting a 6 or below.
Oh. No, no.
Every time you roll a 6 or below, you get an XP point.
Oh, I was actually referring to him keep me safe. For
Is that
his
one of your
bond.
things?
Yeah.
Yes.
remember?
That's one of my
'Cause
things.
He smells like prey.
Yeah, because
I
it
smell
smells like
like
prey.
and
He's in great danger.
Yeah.
Resolving a bond comes at the end of the session.
Oh, okay.
We'll see if the bond is no longer there. It's you resolve the bond so that he would have to prove he's no longer prey, or you would have to somehow come to the social understanding. Somehow he's no longer prey to you. At that point, the bond is resolved and you both gain XP.
Oh, he's still prey to me then.
So bonds are mutual. If you expend the bond is no longer there. You both get XP and make new bonds.
Okay, now I get you.
Okay, so he's still prey. But good thing acting on that. You get the 1 XP for getting a 6, both of you, or below.
That's
It's
not a good
easier.
noise. That didn't come out. That was just growling.
I heard it too.
Somebody once told me.
The world was gonna rule me.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
I've got macaroni.
You guys both take 5 damage as you fly to the back of the ship and hit yourselves against the back
Oh,
hull.
I'm low.
Well, that's half my health.
That's more than half.
All right. As you come out of jump,
My health is only 4.
what time is it, guys? IRL.
It's 8, I think.
Yeah, 8:14.
As you come out of jump, you come to the world of Xania. A black hole sits on the other side of the planet, and as you're watching, it ejects, like it warped there, like you guys warp in, and then from the black hole ejects a giant fortress on the planet. It looks like it's made of steamworks, and it has like steam cogs. It's big enough that you can see some features of it from space.
By the
That's
gods,
no-
fish.
That's
are
no planet. It's
So-
an asteroid.
Well, it's an entire planet.
I'm
but
gonna roll a
that's-
wisdom
that's
check.
The
Is
planet,
this-
you can actually see ripples of fire
Hey, wait, no, I
across
don't
the
roll
planet,
wisdom checks.
destroying half the life of the planet like a giant meteor.
Uh,
Something warped into the planet.
so is this
Or
one of the
souls.
is this one of the dungeons or?
Yeah.
Like fortresses,
It's a dungeon
steamworks.
bigger than a world.
Yeah, it's half as big as the world. It's like imagine the moon just settled into the planet at warp speed.
It's a
The planet basically is half disintegrated. Then, from the base of where the fortress landed, forests grow, and you can actually see the planet start to turn into a jungle on all sides. It used to be an oceanic planet. You can like see from space. It goes from like blue to green.
So should we check it
Marissa,
out?
you need to drop us. I'm gonna guess we need to go there. That's obviously
goes,
the dungeon world.
She goes, I think I'll just eject you with our shuttlecraft.
Yes, that would be perfect. But you have to go down to the surface. Those people down there need rescue. Even if you save,
they're alive.
there are still some people on the other side. Their apocalypse has come for them on this place.
Fuck that, says Barthu as he cries.
If you save
Wait,
3 or
what's it
4,
buckled in?
I try to convince Barthu to
Barthu is buckled to one of the seats in the kitchen.
Okay.
I try to
Not even
convince
like-
I try to convince Barthu to
Listen,
like to grab the people.
Are you gonna parlay with Barthu?
Parlay, what's that mean?
I was talking with Marissa. Did I did
All
mention
right.
that right?
Okay.
What are you saying to her? What are you saying to her? You don't roll until you invoke a roll.
Marissa, I beseech you on at the behest of the godfish and behest of life in the universe.
I don't worship your god. Roll D. Or sorry, she doesn't respond yet. Roll 2d6.
Plus charisma.
That's 4.
Okay, I gotta see what happens.
Let's do
It's in your
this.
rolls.
You can do whatever
4
she
plus charisma. What's your charisma?
No, that's 3 plus 1.
wants. You can do
Oh.
whatever she wants, I think.
Oh, you get XP.
No, I get a negative. No, yeah, she's not. Not only is she not going to listen to me, it's going to go badly.
I don't worship your
Well,
god.
no matter what your result, they either attack you, run away, or do as you say. Your result gives lasting power, so you're gonna get a -1 with her for forward.
Mhm.
She also decides to attack you. She takes a beer can that's sitting on the control panel and goes, "I don't worship your godfish." She says, "I just told you I'm a black holer." She goes, "I'm a dark. I worship the dark ones." She throws
Oh my God.
she throws a can at you.
Your appreciation for life is not
You're not going
sustainable.
to avoid the danger.
No.
Actually, no.
You take 1 damage as the can hits you on the head, stuttering your speech as you're trying to spout off your greatness.
Okay.
Thoroughly, the power of you lift the life in the universe.
No, I meant like you're just like, well, you know what? You know what? That's what happened. You're not like fucking brain dead now.
I'm Mike Tyson.
You're not Mike Tyson.
You want to fight about it?
You would have started like that, damn it.
I love
Yeah,
pitching.
you want to mark down, you get a -1 with her.
I did.
I
did.
So I'm gonna talk to Barthu about, and I'm gonna convince him to go help the people. You've been through a lot, but
I'm no hero.
you know
Did you see what they did to Grace Foot?
the Gray's foot. Yes, but you survived. You are a hero. You're a hero in my book.
I'm gonna go in there.
You're a hero in my book.
Okay,
But you must
give
save.
charisma to comfort Barthu.
You must save those.
Roll your charisma to...
You must save those people. 7, 8.
I go out there. I go in there.
Actually, wait. You made a hireling to do something they see as dangerous. Let me see what happens. That's actually important. So these guys are not heroes. Roll plus their loyalty score.
Damn, I keep losing that.
So what's your roll with nothing added to it? 7?
7.
They do it for now, but they come back serious demands later. Okay. He was fine. Wakes the ice cream off his face. We're going. We're going atmospheric. He gets up. He goes like this up to the chair.
Like,
He swings out a little side platform, steps on it, then steps onto the chair. Buckles himself in next to Marissa.
I buckle myself.
He goes, "You got 5 minutes on that planet,
Okay.
and then we'll be up in the atmosphere. You bring the shuttle yourself."
May the
Wow.
may the godfish bless you.
Marissa hands you a metal baton about this long.
what is this?
She goes, "Push the button on the bottom. It'll transmit to the ship. Tell us when you want to be picked up.
Okay.
Oh.
But you owe us one for doing this atmospheric shit," she says. She looks over at Barthu, who's like,
I say
with
you
his
already.
little hands on the big controls.
I say,
Yeah, right,
you
right,
already
Matt.
owe one to me for not dying when we went through that first dungeon.
Shut up.
Yes.
But I owe him one.
She goes, "I made it through that dungeon myself. Shut the F up, or I'll punch this halfling out and we'll leave."
L.
What?
Let the life be saved.
That's what I was doing. Okay,
But
I'll
that's
go.
what we're
Your
doing
communication
anyways.
skills are very, very badly. I've had.
You need a
he's
lot of
used-
help.
he's
Let
used to-
sleeping dogs lie.
I'm sick of this.
I can help you with
She goes, "I'm sick of this," and she just dips the controls. You guys start flying towards the planet. Everyone roll dex checks to get buckled.
Damn.
Marissa's sass.
9.
10.
Just above the threshold.
11.
9.
Okay.
4!
The two of you guys are spectacularly get into place. You once again hold on balls to the wall and make it.
By the way, already said I
You
buckled in before I did that combat. I don't think you heard me.
if they would have.
They, you buckled in after the last
Did
jump.
we start? Did you participate in
buckled
our
in.
After
event?
you flew to the back of the hole, you
No,
buckled in at some point?
no, when they were talking about, when he said, let's go atmospheric, and you said Miranda buckled up, and I said I buckled up, but I don't think you heard
Okay.
me.
9.
You go to buckle yourself in and you find yourself sitting at Aiden's lap. You stand back up. Shit, where's a seat? You can choose to A, steal a seat from someone else, or B, let yourself get hit again.
You can sit on my
This
lap.
is my first time I'd get hit.
Let yourself take the
You
hit.
probably get.
Is he within arm's reach of me?
No.
You can
You're at
sit.
the back of the ship by the engine.
I'm gonna try to hold him. I'm already buckled in, so I'm gonna try to hold him. Him.
How do you grip him?
I'm
Like
gonna
one of
grab him.
those, it's his hard choice.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna try to grab him. Like,
You can aid him in a strength check to hold on.
I'm gonna aid you in a strength check. Okay.
Alright.
Roll aid another or hinder. There is whenever players go against each other, they actually don't roll off. One just can hinder or aid you in something.
Or we could use one of the light
That's how it
things
works
and
in
I
this
could
game.
re-roll my dice.
I.
I
favor
think that's
that.
kind of a waste.
How much more of the session do you think we have, Colin?
I have only 4
Jack
hit-
knows the Jack. He knows the Jack is getting tiresome.
No.
He knows the
Also-
Jack probably hasn't created this
I
dungeon.
have to state. I have to state
Well,
this
no,
too.
it's getting
I
me
only have 4
It is
hit
true.
points.
Yeah, that is true. So.
Considering how much these guys have already taken, if I get one of these things going to hit me, I'm probably dead on impact.
All in favor of using one of our one of 3 of our light tokens?
I was just going to give up my seat for it, but light token, sure.
That makes 4. Tyler.
Alright. Yeah,
Okay, that's
why I'm
5.
asking.
Darkness takes a token.
Alright, let's
Reroll.
see. Damn it, I rolled even lower.
You fail.
I rolled 7.
Use another light
You
token.
fail
No.
to even get time rewinds
No,
in the face of the gods.
Didn't you say it's 7 through 9?
Yeah, 7 through
7
9.
through 9, you hesitate. Or
I
make
rolled a
and you
7.
or stumble or make a bad choice. You just roll below a 6, did you not?
With my dex?
With your dex
Oh, that is
included?
6, yeah. So I got an intelligent.
Add
kind
1
of.
experience. Unless you use another token.
No, probably not.
You fail.
I was hoping it would change, but great, I'm gonna probably die.
You take 3 damage as you are slapped against the floor.
Well, I only have 1 hit point left.
You guys are shaking towards Earth.
I have 2 hit points left.
Or in this case, Xenia. He swoops, and you guys get some some turbulence, and then he goes in, swoops down, and hovers above the planet. You guys see thick jungle that reaches down into water, and below the roots, you can see the water goes down into an ocean below. The only ground to step on is the thick roots of trees that now cover the water's surface, like a strange set of lily pads.
I asked.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine just a forest in a bugged out video game where all the earth is gone, but there's just water and forest into the water. It's very strange.
Cleric.
Like a flooded Amazon rainforest?
Like, there is no dirt.
Heal the
There's
cup.
only water and trees plugged into it.
Heal the cub.
And the trees are all connected in a big jungle,
Who's the cub?
You're the
jungly wood thing
Go ahead,
going
Like
off
a
towards
flooded
the
Amazon
ocean.
rainforest? Like there's a certain...
Yeah, but there is no dirt.
Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
You could literally, like, go swim down and see all the roots tapped into the water. And there's an ocean planet. This is a planet made of water.
That's
Really
cool.
speaking of rivers.
This is a planet made of water.
It's like a swamp.
Unnecessarily.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Not even a swamp, just a full water.
But I'm picturing like those kind of swampy looking like roots and
Yeah.
it's like under the thing.
But you can see the bottom of the roots. You can see the full root system.
Okay, that's cool.
It's as if the forest is
what?
reflected on the
You
water's
always
surface below and
usually hang out
above
your
and below.
Okay.
You see
With a
sharks
riot
moving in the
or
water
riot ram.
and other creatures like giant eels.
I told
The
I
person
asked
who calls
Matt,
person a
the
cub, or
cleric,
the person who is a cub.
to heal the cub. I'm referring to Tyler as a
The
cub
phrase
because
age.
that's sort of his nickname for me now. Because I think of him as a
Sure.
baby, a little animal learning.
Never mind.
Get the fuck out, says Marissa.
I
We'll go try to save whatever water creatures want to get inside of our air-filled spaceship. She rolls her eyes.
I press the button to say, is this how it
Thing
works?
for his planet. I don't know.
Here. Bidding. She touches in to push a notification. She goes, if you spam that, I'm not coming.
I'm gonna
Oh,
take
I
it
thought you
from him.
talked through it.
She goes, oh my god, you primitives. Get off the ship.
May the blessings of the godfish be upon you.
Yeah, you two primitive. She goes like this.
That hurts.
Job goes,
Wait.
may you feast. Job takes out a fishing line and rolls
Heal
it over the back of the
the
floating
cub.
ship.
You see me really
Okay.
battered and bruised, and I don't appreciate you calling me a cub.
You know, he is one of the oldest members here.
Call him a kook.
Yes,
not a
but
cub.
surely the youngest in spirit.
Look at him. Does he look fucking young? He's like,
I said,
I expend one of my healing, her heal light on him.
I think he obviously means he's not well formed in the
Okay.
laws of nature. That's what.
he channels the gods of his power to heal you. One d8.
A D8.
As you, at your touch, wounds, scab, and bones cease to ache. Heal an ally you touch for 1d8 damage.
I'm.
Jesus Christ. Superstar. You want it? Or not?
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the 6 you roll. Okay.
No.
You roll it, Matthew. 7. I am completely healed.
You are now
You
young
knew you
again.
wanted that extra point. Come on.
Now you're actually a cub. He turns into a baby.
I'm still pretty hurt, but
And
it
yes,
doesn't matter.
I will take the point because my condition
What do you mean? Take what point?
of my bond.
What is it?
Um,
You didn't.
Is in constant danger. Keep safe.
No,
Yeah.
that's
You have to actually resolve the bond, so he's no longer in constant danger. To resolve that, you need to resolve the bond. We'll explain how bonds are resolved.
Okay.
The only thing you gain experience for mid-session is marking down your 6s that you take.
I need a cucumber.
Okay, let's do end of session now. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
I just showed up.
This is
in the
fucking
middle of
fun,
combat. I need a cucumber.
System's really simple but really interesting.
And a
Yes,
side
facilitates
salad.
great roleplay.
Yeah. That's actually what a lot
And
of people say about
I love my backstory on the spot I came up with. I feel so clever for
Yeah, but we
that.
could have done that last time. Just giving you shit. It's good. Every
I
time you
felt
make a
really
character,
clever.
it feels better than the last one, Alan. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the fucking end of session here? Come
Oh,
on.
that's some good touch you have there.
Oh,
Why, yes, it is.
Screen.
By any chance, Jack, can I
I'll
use
take
your
that
phone?
as a
Can I use
compliment,
your
but
phone?
I'm not gonna go anywhere with that.
You can use mine, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta wash my hands.
When you're about to die, you you do the special move Last Breath, and you see what's beyond death before you roll to see if you die or not.
Damn.
Then
Is there a way to
roll.
just accept
Roll
that?
plus nothing. Yeah, death doesn't care about how tough or cool you are. On a 10 plus, you cheated death. He literally says that in the book. Yeah, death doesn't care about how tough or cool you are. On 10 plus, you cheated death. You're in a bad spot, but you're still alive.
What?
This game's rules for rolling for death. If you get a 10 plus, you cheat death.
You just live.
But you see what's beyond the pearly gates first, yeah.
It's just
Okay,
If there are pearly gates.
hold on, guys.
Okay.
End of session. When you reach the end of a session, choose one of your bonds that you feel is resolved, completely explored, no longer relevant, or otherwise.
Well, in any case, I don't think any bonds have been resolved in the.
If we haven't, then
Marissa.
you have a bond with her?
No. Oh, no. I guess not. I never bothered to make. Well.
Ask the player the character you have a bond with if they agree. If they do, mark XP and write a new bond with whomever you wish. Once bonds have been updated, look at your alignment. If you have fulfilled that alignment at least once in this session, mark 1 XP. Do not mark it per multiple times one session. But if you've done it at least once,
I stayed.
you do not learn any new magical
No.
knowledge.
I really wanted to shoot him, but I wasn't gonna do it for the XP.
I didn't kill anybody.
I did something good.
You're just seizing out, someone's going to forget you. What's up?
I did something good.
You didn't do
No.
your
Okay.
clerical alignment thing, which was to put yourself in harm's way in order to heal someone.
Right.
What was yours?
Mine was
No.
discover magical mystery.
Aiden, what was yours?
Me?
Nope, you didn't destroy any technological
No,
crap on nature. Okay,
I wanted to, but it's
Keep
not.
me awake.
then answer these 3 questions as a group. Aiden, if you could just wait for a second. You gotta go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Go.
That's
Well,
why
we
I
can do
always
this
start
without
sneaking
Aiden.
out.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
I
Yes
did.
or no? Did we as a group learn anything important?
As a
Yeah, you
group.
did.
Yeah,
Okay.
No.
I believe.
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
I learned my party's a bunch of assholes.
About the
I
world, like the
learned-
place setting.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, learn anything about the place of this session?
People have made it off of I-397. Are actually like nomads of I-397 out in the world, like a Job.
Yeah. People have accidentally turned on their work coils and gotten off the planet on accident.
That or somebody came along and scavenged them.
Yep, there's
or-
other. Yep.
I learned.
Your planet is
Should've been-
apparently known in the system, in your god. You learned about magic maps in magazines. You learned about the fact that each other's cultures exist.
Mhm.
You learned about the dungeon worlds. You learned about the God's Feast. You
Then
learned
we
about
learned that we should take our time.
yeah. So you learned about the world. Yes. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy? No.
No.
Did we loot any memorable treasure? No.
No.
For each yes, answer everyone's. For each yes answer, everyone marks XP. So mark 1 XP for learning something new about the world this session, guys.
2 XP.
Didn't you fail twice?
No, I only failed once.
By the way, you level up when you reach XP equivalent to your level plus 7.
So
Alright,
8.
so 8.
8 XP for this level to get to level 2. Okay.
Okay, then that's all he'll have to mark down.
But yeah, there's even rules for like when you want to roll a party after getting treasure. It's called carousing, and they have rules on how to throw a party and how successful it is. There's
Wow.
going on a perilous journey, where you just go on a perilous journey with a roll.
Now I'm gonna go home and probably play Paladins because I really want to get more of those skins off of the.
Battle pass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take